5 sharp, and the Sergeant at Arms has given his taken up the role of Sergeant at Arms for the first time. So I think it's a commendable job done by Mahavir. I think we should give a good big round of applause to Mahavir. Mahavir, as you are the Sergeant at Arms elect, I am sure that as you take up the role, you will gain in confidence, and you will also maybe add a line or two more on the theme than the one sentence wherein you introduced Dr. Rajdeep, just to set the mood for the meeting. After that, after Sergeant at Arms, we had the President. As usual, I think he went about his job clinically with an anecdote, a story, and he had the small sprinkling of humor put in as well. Now this is the tough one, because giving a suggestion to the President is something that...
Don't worry, last time.
Sorry?
Don't worry, last or second last meeting.
No, that doesn't have anything to do with it. But when the address is done in such a clinical fashion, I think you can't have surgeons make mistakes. So I think he's gone ahead with the job very well. A big round of applause to. We then had someone whom I'm not going to be talking about right now. I'll reserve it for the last. The Toastmaster of the day, I will talk about him. I will talk about his role at the end. But let me move on to the table topic master. I think Santosh, as a table topic master, you had a very, very innovative concept. And you also very, very smartly brought in Vijay Anand right at the outset. Because the opening batsman is someone who has to be very reliable. That the opening batsman cannot really afford to lose his wicket cheaply as such. And then you had people who took on the roles. Prakash very smartly said that I don't want to take on the role you assigned, or which came to me, I want to do something else. But I think overall, you ensured that you gave small summaries and took the flow very, very well. The only suggestion, if I were to give you, Santosh, is try not to make it so tough. In your, as far as the speeches are concerned, as far as the topics are concerned, you can make it more. You can either choose it in such a way that the story becomes something which can right at the outset take off. You don't have to call Vijay Anand for it. Anybody can really try their luck at going in for it. Second thing is that what I felt is that in the beginning you didn't wait for the applause to end, or rather the applause for the audience to settle down. When you make a point, when you are making the next point, you have to wait for the audience to settle down, because sometimes what happens is that as you are making your next point, the audience is not listening to it, because they are in their excitement and in the enthusiasm, there is a lot of sound that is getting created. So this is my only advice to you. I think other than that, a splendid job as table topic master. And what do we give Santosh? Now coming to our dynamic Toastmaster Anmol Garg, who was the MC for the day. Anmol, what I loved about your role as the Toastmaster of the day was the fact that from the first moment you involved each and every member of the audience by throwing it back to them and involving them in the topic of about New Year resolutions and the way it was related to the theme of the day. So I think hats off to you on that aspect for the way you involved the audience right from the outset. And what it did was, by the time it reached the guest at the end, the energy level of the room, which was probably here, went up a few notches up. And beautifully done, I think. Hats off to you on that, and I think you deserve an applause for that. For that very way of beginning. With your permission, if I were to suggest, Anmol, I think as the MC, you must, though probably you would need the Sergeant at Arms help on that, must ensure that the speakers' names are there on the board and the evaluators' names. So the board should have the speakers and evaluators' names, and you should coordinate with the Sergeant at Arms. Maybe the Sergeant at Arms is new, so should coordinate that the order is maintained. Also, in terms of the order of speeches, when the agenda was circulated, CC1 comes first, CC1, CC3 next, and then the advanced speeches. So what that does is that the CC1 person, has got absolutely, or the lower, the lower level speech person has got total open stage to kind of express himself, and then you have the advanced, or rather the next levels of the speeches coming in. Those are the couple of suggestions that I had, but I think the way you introduced, the way you've connected with each one of us, and the way you've emceed throughout, hats off to you, and a big round of applause for Anmol.